So this is gonna be more of a vlog style, just kind of showing you around. I wanted to talk a little bit about the garden, the seedlings I have going on, and just showing you just a few chores that we have during the rain. It's late afternoon and I have homeschooled almost all day long, and it is, had a chiropractor appointment, just little random things. I got some seed storage supplies, and so I can't wait to video that and show you how I'm gonna be storing my seeds. Yeah, just all the things this week. First, I'll take a little look into the garden. There's not much to see right now. I did start this little keyhole, spiral, herb spiral, whatever you want to call it. Super excited about that. I did plant some brassicas, some spinach and cabbages and lettuces and kale. Unfortunately, my naughty goat, hopped up on this flower bed and jumped over and actually pulled out and ate off all of my broccoli and cauliflower and a couple of my kales. So I currently have no spinach, no cabbages, or really no kales anymore. So that's aggravating. It is definitely coming down here today, which is super exciting for the garden. But with gardening and with learning all these new things, I've just had to learn that I have to just take these opportunities to learn and to figure out what to do better next year. So my husband was like, can't you go buy something? And I've never really seen broccoli and cauliflower especially started in stores, and so those are just going to be a lot, so I'm not going to be able to plant those this spring, which is disappointing. It's too late to start those indoors and to get a good size before it gets too hot in my zone, and so I'm not really going to be able to replant those. And unfortunately, like that is just such a huge bummer, and I was really disheartened last night. But I have to remember that I'm new to this and there's so many different things to learn, and I'm new to goats. I'm new to gardening, really. This is my second really good year to have a decent sized garden, and I have a lot of things going on, and that's okay that something doesn't work out. I have over 75 tomato starts in my garage right now under lights, and it's really exciting. I am excited for what all is to come. Not everything is going to work out perfectly when you garden, and it's just, it's easy to get disheartened, but you just have to keep a positive attitude about different things like that, and just know that, there is going to be a fall gardening season. So in July, I will start some seeds indoors again to plant for my fall garden. And so I'm looking forward to having cauliflower and broccoli in the fall instead. Guy, they won't let him in there for now. We did try to tarp over that to give him some shelter, but this is what it's like having livestock in the rain. Definitely need a new system of storing all the things and capturing rainwater, that's for sure. And then up here is where we have the new garden space. Onion starts are looking really good. I mulched it over so it could help hold some more moisture. I have a grow bag here and a grow bag here, each with 2 cabbages. Those are the only cabbages I have left due to the goats. But here I have potatoes and a row of carrots that have not popped out yet. So really crossing fingers that all this works out. It's absolutely coming down in droves, which is great, but I know in different parts of the country everybody says welcome to mud season, like especially on farms. It is mud season, and while I definitely don't really consider this a farm yet, it's getting there. One thing I always forget to do is have to go grab the eggs, and this rain is kind of coming in at me a little sideways. Cannot wait for this place to be covered in green and leaves. So we live on just under 2 acres. Here is just under 2 acres. And I have actually seen other people homestead and do all sorts of things where they're pretty self-sustaining on a small scale. And there's so many really cool YouTube channels and stuff doing things on smaller pieces of property that even we have. I definitely don't know how long we'll be here. I don't know if this is our forever home. I definitely have dreams and plans of living on on a larger piece of land and being able to have a really large garden. And you know, if it were up to me, if I was the only one living here, I wouldn't really have any lawn. I would just be gardening over this whole entire thing. There is a little bit of not an issue, but a lot of our land in our yard is sloped. And so that is something else to consider, you know, adding on future garden spaces and different things. We would have to level that out somehow or build up on some level, but we're just doing what we can, or what I can, on this small piece of land, and we absolutely have loved it. We've been here for a little over about a year and a half now, and we do have chickens, and we are planning on expanding that. We do have 3 goats. As of right now, they're just pets. I would like them to be useful in some way, whether we look to breed and milk at some point. I think that'd be really cool. My daughter wants to be milking. I don't know if that's something that I really want to do. I don't know how much I love goat's milk, but love to be maybe making soaps, or maybe selling eggs on some level, or you know, I don't really know what all I could potentially do here. I know it could definitely be a lot. I would love to have pigs, maybe raise some pigs for our own meat. I do have something fun I want to show you though. All right, this is the setup we have in our garage for now. This is definitely too small for them. We are upgrading within the next couple of day or two for sure. These little guys came in a couple days ago. I know it's hard seeing with the red lights, but we got 4 more barred rocks, which will be just replacing some layers that we lost and some roosters we got rid of. So we're adding 4 more layers to the flock. And then these are kind of like this reddish color. Those are called ginger boilers. We did get them from Murray McMurray Hatchery, and they are quite adorable right now. Super, super cute. So I'm quickly losing light, but I want to show you our meat chickens. So we're totally doing a thing. If eating meat and doing all that stuff is not for you, I get that, and that's perfectly fine. We choose to eat meat in this house, but I have this whole, you know, this pretty strong belief about eating meat, and you know, it being raised humanely, it being raised in a way that God intended. You know, chickens weren't meant to be raised in cages, and they were meant to be able to forage and to eat bugs and to eat grass and to eat plants. And when a animal is living as they should, that meat will be healthier for you, more nutritious for you. If an animal is not eating what they should, say cows are not meant to eat grain, cows are meant to eat grass. There are actually different nutritional properties in their meat when they are raised properly. You get more out of that animal. I have a pretty strong conviction as far as an animal living a good life and serving a good purpose, and I just really wanted to kind of dive into raising some of our own meat. You know, I have friends that have rabbits, that they are raising rabbits for meat, and I get that is not super normal. I get that in today's society that is weird, but you know, 150 years ago, that's how everybody ate, and that's how everybody was able to feed their family, by raising their own chickens in their backyard, or a couple of pigs a year, or a couple cows a year. And while we're doing on a very small scale right now, so you just saw the 30, I think we got a little over 30. We got a couple free ones in case any were lost during shipping, but we did get a few in. And you know, I feel like I have a duty, if I'm going to eat meat, to make sure they are raised properly. It's why I've always sourced my meat ever since I learned to do better. I have sourced my meat from places that are raising those animals properly. And I am a little nervous. I'm excited. I'm really excited to be able to raise some of my own meat. I'm excited to have the experience. I know butchering and different things like that, and part of the process is not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. And I don't think it's all sunshine and rainbows, but I do believe that is something that I want to do. I have this really, really strong desire to be a little bit more connected with where my food is coming from, whether I'm buying it locally from another farm and seeing how they raise that animal or me raising it myself. And I'm just really excited to do that on a really small scale in this land that we have been given. We feel super blessed to be in the position that we are in to be able to do some of these things. And while my husband may not be super excited about this whole thing, I just have a really strong desire to learn these things and to learn these skills. I really believe that at some point in time in either my life or my children's lives that we're going to actually need to know how to do these things. If not, if everything in the world stays just as it is and perfect and fine, then then we just have these skills, and we were able to raise animals in a proper way, raise them out on grass and raise them out in a way that they were meant to be raised. And so we have healthy meat on hand. Not necessarily doing it for the cost, because I can go to the grocery store and buy, conventionally raised chicken for, $1 something a pound. So it's not cheaper to do it ourselves. It's actually a lot of hard work, but I'm not scared of hard work, and I'm okay with, with the price. I will be keeping track of it this whole entire time of how much feed and everything it takes to raise 30 meat chickens. We are sharing it and splitting it with a friend just because this is our first rounds, our first experience. We're doing it, with some friends who have a little bit of experience already. So that way Butcher Day is going to be split, and we will have some help, but I'm kind of excited to take everybody along this journey, just learning how to do things a little bit more sustainably. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, if you had asked me 5 years ago if I would have been raising my own meat in any way, shape, or form, I would have told you that you were insane, that I had zero desire to do that. But now here I am, like, just really, really, really wanting to do some of that. All that being said, I am quickly losing light just because it is sun is going down. It's not that late yet, but it is rainy, it is cloudy. I have my gardening journal here. I'm writing out all the things. I do have some people wanting to get some tomato starts from me, so I'm keeping track of that. But I also wanted to show you something really cool I got. If you watch any sort of gardening YouTube channels, any sort of like Instagram gardening, anything, you will have seen this before. So I initially wanted to get this photo case, this photo storage. Look how big this big old thing is. Just in regular white or clear plastic, but this is all they had. I did get this on Amazon. I will put the link down below on what I ordered, show you exactly what I ordered. But this is actually a photo storage box, and this is the absolute perfect size for seed packets. So I am going to organize all of my seeds in these. I'll show you my current situation. I actually have seeds in multiple places all over my house because I just set them down. This is my current seed storage, and it's just not working out for me. I have to go digging through it every time I need to find something, and not quite working out. So I did get this whole entire case. I think it's really, really awesome. And now the hardest part is figuring out what goes where, and if I should color coordinate or do alphabetical order. I just have like zero clue. Maybe like all my vining things, all my beans in one, I don't know. But I am excited to put these in here and finally get my seeds organized. Okay, the hardest part was definitely figuring out what color to put things in. So I have my tomatoes in here, all my tomatoes together. I have all my celeries together, which I can't believe I have celeries to like fit in one thing. My cucumbers and squashes happening. I have all of my lettuces and one of the green ones. So I have a lot of these filled. My peppers. I will have to get a label, definitely. Some form of label. They did come with stickers. I wasn't quite sure. I might need a label maker, but okra. Look at this. Pink okra, regular okra. Then we've got this red burgundy okra. Okra definitely deserves its own container. Yeah. Plant situation going on. I do have a fan blowing on these starts. You know, you can replicate light, but without a fan, you can't really replicate wind. And what the fan does is actually create a situation in which the plants are moving around. So it tells them that they need a stronger root system to not basically blow away. I haven't done this with all of mine this whole time, but definitely with my tomatoes and peppers, I wanted to do it. And because that is coming from only one side, I do kind of switch these around so they get more of the wind, the so-called wind. And I do have some up here on this level as well, as far as tomatoes and peppers that I switch around day to day. So they do have access to the wind. And then of course I have some down here. These are some of my peppers. I did not know this, but peppers like friends. So you can actually keep a couple of peppers together. Last year I planted multiple pepper plants together side by side like this, and they all did really well and produced pretty prolifically. So my experience tells me that they did really well. So I may have to feed some of these guys, but some of these peppers aren't peppers. Tomatoes are looking a little spindly. Might need some fertilizer, but they will go in under the lights at night because I just don't have enough room for absolutely everything during the day. And here I do have even more tomatoes, just looking amazing. So things are coming along on this slightly random vlog on a rainy afternoon and evening. So just chat a little bit about gardening and about our plans for our space. And I hope you're having an amazing week, and I'd love to hear some feedback as far as what you're wanting to see on this channel. I kind of go back and forth between gardening and natural living, healthy lifestyle, healthy cooking, all the things. I would love to hear from you. So until next time.